when they asked me to do a review about Wolverine, Deadpool Wolverine, of course, I had to go see it. I'm a Marvel head at heart, comic book head since the beginning. So Marvel heads unite. This is my honest assessment of Deadpool and Wolverine. So going into this movie, I had high expectations. I heard a lot of different people talk about how great it was, spoiler free. And I've been seeing a lot of great responses. I said, you know what, let me go check it out myself. So just without planning anything, I just said, you know what, let me just go get a ticket, go see it, right? Because I knew I was going to hear from the Marvel heads. Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? So I got to be honest, going into it, I had high expectations. I thought that it was going to be one thing, and it turned out to be something else. I got to be honest with you. What I thought was going to be at this level, they took it to this level. They took it well beyond what I thought it would be. And this is going to be a spoiler-filled review, just based off of what I remember from seeing it fresh out of the theater. So out the gate, Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool, hilarious. This is his role. And I can tell you, family, that he did his thing. Ryan Reynolds definitely carries Deadpool. This was the character that was meant for him, was written for him. The jokes, the comedy from the beginning, when he's looking for Logan, right? Finding out that we didn't know why he's looking for Logan, right? But he dug Logan up and saying that, but first thing I need to do is go find Logan. And he digs him up from that last Logan movie, right? He wants to get Wolverine, and he thought he wasn't dead. He thought he wasn't gone because Wolverine regenerates. When he found out that he was definitely dead, and then there was an Antiminian skeleton in there with a little beard on it, he was so pissed off. He wanted to team up with him. And then when the TVA comes to get Deadpool, it is the funniest fight I've ever seen in the Marvel history, fam. Like, seriously. When you got Bye 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 playing in the background, you got Deadpool dancing. He is chopping up and taking out all the TVA that's coming after him to take him away. Ultimate, craziest intro beginning scene out the gate. All right. So it was a surprise to definitely see him digging up Wolverine. It was another surprise to see the TVA. Then it was another surprise to see this whole gambit and whole amalgamation of heroes that we've seen in the past in other franchises. But everybody is here now. And again, this is spoiler filled, so I'm going to mention some names. If you haven't seen it yet, hit that like button. You can jet on out of here, but definitely come back and see exactly what I said as far as my review. I can tell you, family, that I was so excited to see, of course, Wolverine show up in a different dimension. This has everything to do with the timeline. And just like Loki, if you haven't seen Loki, make sure you go see Loki all the seasons so you know exactly what's going on and know who's who. But I can tell you, family, that, man, seeing Elektra, seeing Wesley Snipes' Blade, seeing Channing Tatum, whatever way you say his name, playing Gambit, super funny. Gambit's supposed to be from New Orleans. Gotta have his accent of Louisiana. And I swear Deadpool was making fun of him, saying, you know, who's your dialect coach? Because he can't really understand. And then to see your young lady from Logan, from the last Wolverine movie, to see her all grown up, you know, the one that Wolverine saved before he got taken out, right? To see her now all grown up, okay? And to see Professor X's twin sister that he never knew about really running the whole world. There's a guy named Paradox in there. But, you know, when they prune people, you know where they go, right? To the void. And she's running the whole void with the monster from the sky. Again, if you've seen Loki, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So to me, it's like, man, they really got rid of the whole He Who Remains, the whole, you know, Kang thing. Like, we didn't see any glimpse of that. And they were in the void, which is wild to me because that's exactly what we saw in Loki, He Who Remains, the whole Kang thing. You know, that's totally wiped out. They totally rewrote everything when it came down to who's running the void. You get pruned, what happens to you, right? You definitely fall into some wasteland. But still, it's like Kang is not around at all. They don't even mention Kang. So to see this Professor X twin, who is a female, and then we see your boy playing the Human Torch, right? We see him come back, reprise his role as the Human Torch in Fantastic Four. They were even driving a Fantastic Four hovercraft, which was cool. But to make a long story short, fam, and again, I don't want to go scene by scene. I enjoyed it. The special effects was amazing. The fight scenes were outstanding. I really put some work into this thing. I believe this is really what's going to bring Marvel back, as long as they keep this formula, right? Like Deadpool, his family, him trying to just figure out himself, going to be interviewed by Happy so he could be an Avenger. You know who Happy is, right? Happy used to be the chauffeur, and now Happy runs Avengers, right? Now that Tony's gone, or is he gone, right? So to see all of this go down and him telling Deadpool, hey, we're going to watch you. And basically he gets his dreams crushed because he wants to matter. He wants to be a hero that's actually doing something to help people. And Deadpool's girlfriend is like, yo, you know, like do something that matters. You got to do something. You can't just be winging it like this and not really have a purpose with all the skills that you have. So to see, I want to say character arc, because even when Wolverine was fighting and going back and forth with Deadpool, you regenerate. So they can't possibly take themselves out, right? So it's just nonstop action and slicing and dicing and cutting and, you know, it's like two brothers going at it and, you know, nobody's going to win, right? To see all this happen and Wolverine say, you know what, you're so wrong to make promises and lie and all this and that. You're just immature on all levels, right? Your Deadpool was like, I'm going to fight you now. So to see Blade, to see Wesley Snipes, man, I got excited. I definitely got excited. And he said in there, he said, there's only one Blade. There's only one Blade. And it must be because, you know, like Deadpool looked to the side. They still trying to figure out the whole Blade project, and it's not going down. Another director left. Like, come on, man. Just leave well enough alone. There's only one Blade. That's Wesley Snipes. But in any event, definitely well written. The pace of it was great. It slowed down a little bit, but then it paced up a little bit. Of course, we have appearances by Nice Pool instead of Deadpool. You got Nice Pool, and then this little dog with the long tongue. And we see a whole bunch of others, Deadpools around the end of it. It was an incredible film. We saw a Nightcrawler, you know, on the bad side though. But we saw a Nightcrawler. I saw Juggernaut, and yeah, man, it was absolutely a entertaining, fun, funny, action-packed movie that, man, would I go see it again? That's the question. Would I go see it again? I would definitely see it again. I would definitely watch it again. There was so many intricate plots and intricate themes and so many sub-stories to the sub-story and so many things that you learn. And I like the fact that they brought back some of the characters from the TVA. I like the fact that they brought some of the characters from, you know, 20th Century Fox, and then they were taking serious shots at 20th Century Fox. I mean, like serious shots. It was crazy. But all in all, out of 10, I would definitely rate this at 8.5. Only reason why I said 8.5, because I'm just processing it right now. This is the first reaction out of the theater. And at the same time, there were some things I was like, oh, okay. Some of the songs did not go, but I understood, you know, the whole funny behind why they put these songs in there. But other than that, I'll give it an 8.5. If I watch it again, maybe it'll go up, maybe it'll go down. We'll see. But Marvel Heads Unite, that's my quick assessment of the movie. I actually loved it. I really, really liked it. Like, it's been a long time since live action and Marvel mixed well with me, because the past year or so, man, it has been bad. And they even said that, like Deadpool even said that, like, sorry, it's been terrible. It's been rough. This is like the roughest years for Marvel. You know, hopefully we'll come back. Like, it was so real. It was like Deadpool wasn't just talking, you know, about, you know, being in the movie. Of course, he's talking to the fourth wall, right? You know, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's talking to us. And him to say that, he was basically speaking from the soul of all of us fans out there, that yes, it has been a rough year for Marvel, and we want Marvel to come back. So definitely, if you haven't checked it out, make sure you check it out. If you have, let me know. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you thought about Deadpool and Wolverine. We will be doing a live. We'll be doing a live discussion with my Marvel Heads Unite crew. And yeah, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about what we love, what we didn't like. It's going to be pretty wild. So family, it's your man VACAY-J. Marvel Heads Unite once again. My quick assessment, it is what it is. We'll see you at the live discussion of Deadpool and Wolverine. Marvel Heads Unite. Till next time. Salute.